fucking Lawrence, can I do it on my antenna?
Ew.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is my forehead blurring out?
Oh,
Have you got the tolerance up?
No, it's good. Look, that's right, isn't it? Are we good?
Because the light's really fucking bright.
Is it too bright? I thought the light was too... Oh.
No, it looks fucking fine on the screen on my laptop.
I've moved it back a bit. Look, because if you get
it's your fucking monitor. You fucking sit there all the time saying, "Oh, my fucking monitor is good for gaming and shit." Can't see fuck all, mate.
No, that's my first ever monitor.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the podcast. What are we on? Podcast number 7. I swear it feels like we've been doing it for longer than 7.
We have, because we did all the practice ones. We did, I think we did 7 practice ones. We've been doing this for...
podcast, which you can find on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MAViSMITH.
Yes, you can.
The plug. So, yeah, we'll just get straight into it. MAViSMITH Plays resumes this Wednesday due to just some problems that have been going on. So, this Wednesday we'll be playing, and we've got a couple of options which we will be choosing. And then next Wednesday we'll be doing a VR special because this dickhead brought a VR, so
yeah.
We're going to do one of those. I thought we'd briefly touch on our Logic video. So last week we mentioned in the podcast that we had finished our Logic video,
or our secret project, we've been calling it for the last many months.
It's been in production for about 2-3 months now.
Would you class production when we started writing it? Because then we stopped. Oh no, yeah, say 3 months.
You pretty much came up with the idea about 3 days after the audio came out before the album.
Yeah,
because I remember I was like, this is sick, and you were like, I've got this best idea for it. Ran me through the idea, and then I thought, yo, this is really cool, let's do it.
Yeah, you were like, let's make this music video, yeah.
And then, so kind of 2-3 months in production. It meant a lot to both of us, so we both put our, all into it. And then we went to put it up last Monday, and it actually got taken down pretty much straight away.
Yeah, it's unlisted. We didn't actually put it. We didn't even list it. We put
really?
I put it as unlisted so that we could basically how it works. My internet's a lot quicker than Matt's.
Oh. Yeah.
But Matt's a lot better like Photoshop and text and design and things like that. So what we usually do is I'll edit the videos here, depending on what video it is. If it's like a music kind of video, it will go to Matt. If it's a bit cinematic, it might go to me, or we sort of share it, whoever's got the time to do it. So Matt didn't have the time to do any of the Logic stuff, so I did the editing when Matt was here. So we both did it, but I was the one at the control, so it was on my computer. So I have the internet speed. So the idea is I upload it, and then I leave it as unlisted. I go to work, and then when Matt has a day off, he then does all the back-end stuff. So he does all the tags, the bio, the name of the video itself, the thumbnail, all of the art stuff. So that gives us both time to sort of do what we need to do. So I uploaded it to unlisted, so Matt could do the other stuff, and got taken down.
I didn't know it got taken down as it was unlisted.
I clicked upload, as in to YouTube. It came up saying processing. Your video is now, it said I uploaded it, so that all the actual gigabytes, however it is, 1.8 gigs or something, went up onto YouTube. The processing bar was going up. I closed the window, turned my computer off, got into bed. By the time I turned off my computer and got into my bed, it said I got an email from YouTube saying copyright, the video's been blocked worldwide. And I was like, righto, thank you. Great.
Obviously, it's all down to it's down to 2 things. I think it's either the fact that he has a music video out, so he might not want it to get confused. However, there are loads of unofficial trailers for other films. And there are just like those shitty, well, in my opinion, they're shitty. I don't know about you guys, but they're shitty like fan-made things where they're just random clips of the singer put over. So for example, it would be random clips of Logic since he was like just starting out, since like lost footage of him put over the song, and they would call it an unofficial music video. It's just clips that were found and put together. Like this isn't that. This is a much bigger production, and that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, we actually put a lot of time into this. I'm not saying the people that make those videos don't put time into it, but we've actually, we wrote it out, we planned it out, we had a screenplay, and then we had to plan actors. We went outside of sort of our usual sort of reach of who we would ask to help us out, and we got Matt's friend Penny to come and help, and all things like that, and we really sort of tried to make it work, and we didn't plan it as if it was something that we were used to. We planned it as
Lawrence texting saying, hey guys, hey, I'm watching you. Where you guys sitting? What the fuck? We're in his fucking bedroom with the green screen out.
No, we're not. We're in a field.
We're in a studio, really expensive studio. It's top of the line. It's actually in Manhattan.
Yeah, we flew out to America last night.
Why did I say like Chelsea?
Yeah, you could have said anywhere. You could have said London.
Could have said London,
pretty classy, but now we're in Manhattan.
Now we're in Manhattan. I never noticed that massive poster from MAViSMITH before in your room. You weren't looking hard enough.
It's because you had the VR goggles on and you just had no idea where you were.
Yeah. Just to finish up, really, it's just quite annoying because obviously we don't want anything from it. We just want it up on our YouTube because we were both proud of the work that we've done because we've only been doing it for a short while. It was annoying that it got taken down and we couldn't even monetize it for him. We couldn't even put it up without monetization, and he wouldn't even put his adverts in front of it, etc., etc. So it can just be relatively, hi Lawrence, fucking shout me out a little bit.
Yeah, because with all the other stuff we put onto YouTube, if we've used copyrighted stuff, like the Wales video, if you haven't seen it, YouTube, go ahead.
Yeah.
Link below.
youtube.com/Wales/MAViSMITH/YouTube.com.
Wales. Smith.
Right.
.com. And .co.uk. And basically I've lost all train of fucking thought. We had a music video over. Did you just fart? Was that you?
No, it's my phone. It's my phone case. Listen, it's funny because people on the mic won't hear that. Yeah.
So on the Wales video we used a Mike Stud song, Frio, which is a really good song, and it came up pretty much immediately copyright claim. But what they did is they monetized it on their behalf. So any money we did make from it, because we don't monetize our videos on YouTube yet, there's no point. But on the Mike Stud video, they basically sent us an email saying we're going to monetize it on our own behalf. So any money you make comes straight to us and skips you, but we allow you to keep the video up. Win-win for everyone. That works perfectly for us. So then it then happened with we then used a Logic song, which is weird. We used City of Stars on the behind the scenes of Sir Poncho Man. There's a song in that was City of Stars by Logic. That didn't get taken down.
Poncho Man, that's behind the scenes. Poncho Man Wales.
Wales. And they didn't take that down. But because of this, how popular this song is and the whole VMA stuff, and I think the subject and how serious it is, any video that has the algorithm or the wavelength of that song on YouTube is just jobs are good and good night Rosie. It gets taken down.
Yeah. So it's annoying. We are trying to get it sorted. There's nothing we can really do apart from contact Logic, and I think it will be it'll be like 3 months until we can release it properly on YouTube anyway. Once all the hype eventually dies down for the song, not for the topic, of course, for the song. Once the hype dies down, hopefully we can get a bit into it as well. Anyway, moving on. What have I got?
I just realised as well that we've left the name of the podcast as number 6. It's actually number 7.
Yeah, for everyone watching, for our loyal fans who are confused, they're like, wait a minute, is this 6 part 2? No.
Should I change it or should we leave it?
We'll leave it, fuck it.
It's 7, I'm going to just hold it. Hi GC Nick Wolfie. That's everyone.
How the fuck can you see that shit?
I saw it on your screen, to be honest. That's George Carr, the lost, the unknown George Carr, who has disappeared into the world of university again for his 3rd year. His last year?
Yeah.
His last year.
2nd year. No, last year. It's his last year.
And
we need our actor back.
Yeah.
If not, he's going to have to just drop out.
So, yeah, well, we've given him a contract. He's back at Christmas.
But he ain't getting in no credits.
No, he's not in any credits, but he's on the payroll. We give him McDonald's. He pays for that himself anyway.
He didn't even cover expenses. Poor bastard.
This is his last year, and then so he's at uni at the moment. We obviously can't get him on here. We're trying to figure out a way to have him here in spirit, so you'll be able to hear him, and then you might be able to see some version of him. We'll figure that out. But for now, it's going to be like this for the foreseeable future until Christmas, unless we get special guests on. We're working the pipeline. We're trying to get some people on. Every other week it'll be a different person to join us and choose.
And it'll kind of change up a little bit of our. We'll still talk about movies and and try to talk about games. And there's been fuck all game news wise. But,
yeah.
Right. Let's get into it.
There is actually
the first fucking story. Right. Sex and the City 3 got cancelled.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Exactly right. That's what I was like. I love me.
I'm not even in the mood to do this anymore.
Yeah, I'm out. I quit. Yeah. So, what do you think?
Really?
No, I could give a fuck. Moving on. So It 2 has been scheduled for release on September the 6th, 2019. We did speak a lot about it in the last podcast.
About what?
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. You spoke about the film It, I.T.
Dot
Fuck you. Itty. We spoke a lot about it in the last podcast, so we won't go too into it detail wise. But what do you reckon about? It's literally 2 years from now.
It's a long old time. It's a long.
Nah, that's not a long time, is it? I think it's
2 years. Well, in my thinking about things like Star Wars doing a film every year. 2 years is a long time.
It isn't much, is it? It's not much
of a film to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that they didn't sort of preempt that it was going to be popular, if that makes sense. Like, of course it was going to. It was a remake of one of Stephen King's most notorious.
My next story, IT is the IT. It is the.
What the fuck has happened to this show?
It's because Carr's left.
I know, crumbling. We're falling apart without him.
So it is the highest grossing horror film out. 500. It's made 500 million from a 35 million pound budget.
Is that the?
So two things. The budget for it was 35 million.
That is.
That's a
good.
lot. That's no. That to me is a lot for a horror for what the final piece was. But then
I don't know.
I really want to just spend 3 days on a professional film set, not just do anything but just observe, because I want to see how much actually goes into it.
There must be a way we can do that, even if we're extras, or we could, or just
I don't know, extra.
Not an extra, but no.
We'll put Carr in it, and then we'll be his chaperone and
we'll his
managers. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So Carr, so we'll get him an acting role, and then we'll just join. But in all seriousness, 35 million is a lot, right?
I don't know. Is it to make a film? A lot. The budget of
Well.
Okay, here we go.
The next topic is Avatar is getting 1 billion budget per episode. 1 billion budget, per film. 1 billion per budget. They're going to be so fucking so many different shit.
Words. 1 billion per budget.
1 billion. 1 billion per film budget.
Jesus.
Back to it. Let's get back to it. So
back to what?
No, but 35 million just seemed a lot for a horror film, where a lot of it is a lot of money probably went into set making. The actors weren't big. They wouldn't have paid it. You get some actors that are incredible
They're
amounts.
Kids as well. The adults weren't famous. Any of them were they? I can't think of any famous adults in that film. And
the kids. Well,
the
Richie,
only famous one, Richie from Stranger Things. Yeah. No one else really had a. None that we know of. I don't think that was probably their breakout film for the majority of them.
Not really into kid films, but yeah, I don't know. £35 million is just to me for a horror film. You know what I'm going to do actually? Let me have a look.
I remember Paranormal Activity had the smallest budget. The first one had the smallest budget of not any film, but it was a pretty small damn budget. I think it was literally 2 million, 1 million, something like that. And they filmed the entire thing in the director's house, and they filmed the entire thing on one camera. And it was like literally we could make the first Paranormal Activity film. We could film. We have a place to film. We have a camera. All you need is 2 actors. That is pretty much the main budget went to the 2 actors. There weren't even that many any special effects I can think of in the entire film. It was all just manual special effects. It was noises. There's a bit where she got dragged maybe. Or all I would have to do is just got rid of the rope. There's a bloody plug-in in After Effects that gets rid of ropes for you automatically. So. That cannot be. That film was made so cheap, but it made so much money at the cinema. I think it was one of the most profitable films made in the last 10 years.
Saw had a budget of 1.2 million. The first Saw.
That 35 million is quite a lot. Fair play.
The Blair Witch Project was £60,000, and it made 248 million.
Yeah, but that was one of the first ever handheld. Yeah, there we go. Paranormal Activity. That's what I was saying. And what their budget?
10 million.
10 mil?
Yeah. It Follows.
I was very wrong.
It Follows. Shout out Lawrence Sheringham Fine Foods.
Wait,
Yeah, I saw Lawrence text saying, give a shout out for sharing and fine foods.
Showing them fine foods. If you ever want fruit, veg, you want some
They
fresh
advertising
food.
us. They ain't,
No, they are sponsors.
Fucking...
This week, we're sponsored by...
Where's my food? I'm not getting any fucking fine foods.
Lawrence, mate, we need some fruit. We need some fruit and veg here, fresh, at the beginning, so we can eat it throughout. And then when people go, oh, that fruit looks nice. Where'd you get that? And we're like, oh, tell you what, sharing was fine foods. And we'll have an advert of you we'll have an advert where we play with you walking around your office like, do you want some fresh fruit and vegetables?
Sheringham Fine Foods Energy Orange, powered by Sheringham. This is good.
A weird way to spell Sheringham. L-U.
So 35 million, but it was a good film, but it was a lot of like sets.
Sets.
Oh. Okay, now it's a fucking kid film, bro. There's a lot of sets.
Exactly.
Family show.
Family show. We're live. I don't want to go to prison.
At least our podcast is going to get a few extra viewings from the FBI. Feel free to follow FBI. Get our follow
George, why is the FBI here?
Yeah, knock knock. Fucking sirens. No. Yeah. So. I don't know. It just seems a lot to me, but
that does seem a lot. Now you've said 1.2 million for the first Saw.
Because it wasn't. There was nothing in the film that made me go like, whoa, like that looks expensive. Like there was no expensive CGI
other than the bit maybe when he came out of the
projector, out of the and the fridge.
The fridge was cool because
How did you do it? Do you reckon? That can't be. That's not real. But how did you reckon was that CGI? Do you reckon?
What bit? What the bit
when he came out of the freezer?
Did you actually see him come out though? Didn't you see him in there, and then you sort of cut from the other view, and you sort of see an arm shoot out from that? Do you know what I mean? Was there actually a part of looking at the fridge whilst it was coming out? I don't think you see it. Do you?
I think
for audio listeners, we are currently looking at the laptop, looking at how they did this scene quickly. Oh, I guess you kind of do. Well, it would have been like fake legs and stuff.
I love watching like TV series trailers and
after
shows
I've seen the film.
After the film, because they ruin so much.
Oh, tons of it. You see a bit where she's floating up. She knows she gets caught.
Yeah, I didn't know she did. That's why I was a bit like, fuck, like...
I didn't know she did either. The bit in the there's a lot. Trailers these days do ruin films quite a lot. You see them come out like all body moving. Oh, do you? Oh, bloody hell, look at that. I thought my bald spot was bad.
Look. Here you go, look.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's just
appreciate.
What's it called? No, what's it called when you say like? Well, what do they do at the Oscars when everyone's like when people have died, they honour them? What's it called? A post.
Not a post-mortem.
Is it post-mortem?
I don't know. Is it?
Is it? Because we should do one for your.
Cheers, bro.
2017's most important deaths.
I think Lawrence has literally made an account to say hello there. Just signed up. There he is.
Dude, if you give us a follow, you'll see some weird shit on the screen.
Yeah, follow, bro.
If GFA's set it up right.
Did you say wavy?
Where hey.
Oh.
Yeah, look, here you go, look. There you go. There's the scene where he comes out of the fridge, look.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's CGI.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, post-mortem. So we're going to hold a post-mortem on New Year's Eve for your lost but not forgotten hair.
Well, no, Halloween.
That almost went but came back, but then went again.
Yeah, and I cut it too short. There it is. Get that in your eye sockets.
Get merch with Sheringham Fine Foods, Carr said.
Oh, do you know what? Should we do a partnership like MAViSMITH and Sheringham Fine Foods? We'll make hats, and it'll be like, bang. What is that? That's all.
You're just a fucking robot, my dude. There's just my arms are fine.
Right, fucking Beyonce.
It's your pasty French fries. All right,
pasty French fries.
Okay, so next one.
It's so damn hot.
There he is.
Milk was a bad choice.
It looks like you spelt it wrong. There's some space between the G and the
Thanks for following, Lauren.
Yeah, thanks for following, sharing G-Ham. So yeah, next topic. Godzilla has finished filming. Is it called War of the Monsters? Yeah.
You said the same name 15 times, and I still none the wise what you're talking about.
I think it's War of the Monsters. The new Godzilla film with like King Kong and.
Oh yeah, because they're doing
filming.
like the massive universe like Marvel now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they had at the end of Kong, for anyone that didn't see it, it's out. It's been out long time at this point. And spoilers are way gone. At the end of the film, if you watch after the credits, there's like they tease Godzilla 2 and like all the other monsters, like the big dragon thing and the moth people and shit. It looks good. To be fair, it looks like they're going to have quite a big universe and some quite interesting.
I'm trying to find out what the fucking film's
shiz.
called. King of the Monsters. That's it. Is that? I think that's the one with King Kong in it. It is, isn't it?
There he is. There's Ryan McClevey. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Photo tours. What?
Theatre mode is nice.
Jules Carr, you in theatre mode.
See, right now, Lawrence wishes he had the VR to watch us in 3D.
Oh my god! Imagine like his mum walking in, just seeing Lance sitting in his chair, going like,
He's finally lost it. He's finally lost
finally gone. He's finally gone. Alright. We saw King Kong way before. What did you think of King Kong? The only thing we've said about King Kong on the podcast was how goddamn stupid the fucking
You want to say the scene?
fucking scene where he's chopping shit up with a sword. It was like he's playing Fallout.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston running through
Hiddleston,
smoke
yeah.
with like the sword. I was like, really? I don't know. Kong was one of those films that if someone said to me, "Oh, what's one of the best films ever?" or one of the greatest films you've seen, Kong wouldn't even be close to the top. But if someone said cinematically in the last year, what's the most beautiful film you've seen, Kong would probably be pretty much up there because like the visuals in that film. And I love the bit where they're flying the helicopter. It's really cheesy, but they have the loud music playing. You see the explosions, like in the goggles or in the sunglasses, like Apocalypse Now. I was like, that is sick. I want to see more like that.
I really liked it.
I thought the storyline was a bit boring, and I thought like the whole storyline was like Samuel Jackson wants to kill Kong, and Tom Hiddleston wants to save Kong, kind of thing. And I kind of felt like it was weird. There was it was just a bit odd. It just felt like they made it all about Samuel Jackson wanting to kill him and everyone else trying to stop him, and they made Samuel Jackson the evil guy trying to kill him, kind of thing.
Did quite well. 6.7 out of 10, 76%, 86%. Plus 18's guys family show.
Yeah, so yeah.
It did really well. 6.7 out of 10, 76% on Rotten Tomatoes. 86%.
Yeah, I think it's very much
Their budget was 185 million.
Yeah. Well, all of that went into Samuel Jackson's paycheck, Tom Hiddleston's paycheck, and the visual effects.
Hey, don't forget the fucking dude from Transformers. Same guy, two different mindsets. Did you say Cloverfield?
Transformers? Who's he in Transformers?
He's the robot. He's the robot in Transformers.
What? There's tons of robots in Transformers.
The cool one, bro. What's his name?
I don't know. Oh, John Goodman.
John Goodman. Yeah, look.
I was thinking at 10 Cloverfield Lane. What the is he a robot in Transformers?
He's a fucking robot in Transformers.
No, mate, you're talking poo. Family show.
Dude, he was in Transformers. He was the Hound.
The Hound? The Hound didn't speak in Transformers.
Yeah, he did. He's the big fucking dude with the cigarette.
God damn! I didn't know that. That's sick.
Yeah, you fucking too busy hating on him, and look at him.
I did not know that he was the voice
really
of the
fucking
Hound.
fat.
I thought the Hound.
Don't say the Hounds if you know. Just say they're robot. It's fine.
No, because I thought you talked about the big dog thing in the second one that Soundwave lets go at the military base to get the shard back. Can we do this on Twitch?
Right. So.
Oh god.
Will Smith won't have typed down. All I've typed down is Will Smith won't be returning 2019. But the actual thing is no. Oh, that'd be a dream. Will Smith plays Will Smith in Suicide Squad. No, he won't be returning for Men in Black sequel.
Oh well, are you surprised?
No, I'm glad he doesn't, because there's so many people that would just do it for the paycheck.
Yeah.
But then saying that, there's not actually a lot of people that have been doing that recently.
I'm sure Nicolas Cage is free. Could you
I
imagine?
can only be Sir Rec, bro. Don't start saying that. I love Nicolas Cage. I think he's the best actor we've ever had. Ever. Jake Gyllenhaal, move out the way.
Have you ever seen National Express?
Have I seen the best film ever? Yes.
National Treasure. But have you seen the second
one? How
one?
dare you say it wrong? And yes.
How about the third one?
Some say if you don't say it right, he actually hunts you down. And you know one thing about Nicolas Cage, he always wins. Have you seen Drive Angry?
I haven't seen Drive Angry.
Dude, there's a scene in Drive Angry where he has sex and kills like 10 dudes whilst having sex.
But have you seen Shoot 'Em Up?
What's
Does
that?
it in that? Shoot 'Em Up's with Clive Owen.
Well, maybe he's just good at having sex and killing guys. I don't know.
Well, it's not Nicolas Cage in that though. It's Clive Owen. He's like having sex with some woman, and they're in like her bedroom. Her baby's in the bathroom, I think, if I remember correctly. And then the evil guy turns up, and he's like shooting people in the head while smashing.
Maybe it was taken.
And that was before Drive Angry, pretty well. It definitely was. Shoot 'Em Up was an old film.
Maybe it was like. Thing is, I don't want to type in sex scene because that just looks odd if I type that in. And Drive Angry best part. Look, so they're having sex. Then look, for audio listeners, we're just watching Nicolas Cage have sex.
Why has he got a cigar? And why is he still fully clothed? What is going on?
Look, bang! Right, shoots this.
Bro, this is exactly like Shoot 'Em Up.
It might be a spoof. This guy runs in like. Why would you run in on Nicolas Cage? Let him finish first.
Yeah, I mean,
right. He's got a bottle of JD in his
That's
hand.
exactly like Shoot 'Em Up, bro. You got
shoots this motherfucker with a sledgehammer. Where he got sledgehammer from is beyond me.
So that bullet comes towards the lens there.
Yeah.
Don't know how they filmed that.
That's some. You imagine the guy was like, that is it.
Yeah.
He's in the fucking. He knows there's a guy because of the drops her down.
Damn.
Right. Spins.
Oh.
Cuts a bit of his hair off.
Oh, bro. Now it's Nicholas Ray.
Backhanded shot. There's not just backhanded shot.
He flies out the window.
Yeah, because of one bullet. Anyway. Let's move on. He kills someone with a carrot in Shoot 'Em Up.
Yeah, in Shoot 'Em Up, he kills him with a carrot.
But have you seen John Wick 2, where he kills a guy with a fucking pencil?
If you haven't seen Drive Angry Lines, I've just seen that scene, and that's a film we're going to watch. Because that looks mental.
Yeah,
just shot a guy through a window.
Yeah. And then, but he knew he was there, because he shot another guy whose sledgehammer hit the mirror, shattered the mirror, and he saw the guy in the reflection.
I can imagine.
That's some script writing.
Can you imagine the writer writing that down, like, then.
Nicolas Cage says, that's the spot, baby. Nicolas Cage then proceeds to shoot guy, sledgehammer, hit mirror, look mirror, shoot, guy goes through window.
Bit of hair comes off, Nicolas Cage finishes.
He loses his hair. A strand. Alright, cool. Let's move on. Right. What else have we got here?
Oh, he said no spoilers for John Wick 2, please.
He doesn't kill a guy with a pencil.
With a freaking pencil.
Surely that would get you. Wait, what? Have you not seen John Wick 2? Get the fuck out of here.
That's true,
no spoilers. It's been about 9 months. Babies have been
9 months?
born, and you haven't even seen John Wick 2 yet.
Has it been 9 months?
Okay, guys, I'm asleep. Sharing on fun foods ain't gonna one itself. Have a good one. See you later, Lawrence.
See you later, Lowell. Cheers for checking in, bro.
How long has John Wick 2 been out for? That was a good fucking film.
Yeah.
We saw fun story actually. We saw John Wick 1 by accident, didn't we?
Yeah.
We went to go see, tell me if I'm wrong, because this happened once. We went to go see that shitty film with the guy that made Family Guy, The Wild West. And then I ended up seeing either John Wick or I ended up seeing some Disney film, Maleficent.
Okay, we didn't go to. I never went to see A Million Ways Down the West, so that must be someone else you went with for that one.
Cool. I went to see Million Ways Down the West, and when I saw Maleficent. Have you seen Maleficent?
No.
It's the fucking Disney shit. The first 10 minutes are just this epic battle in the woods. I was like, this is going to be a fucking sick film. It's the only action. The rest of it is just them talking. I'm shit, it's the most boring fucking thing. John Wick 2 came out 17th of February. It's been 8 months.
Jeez. That's
no. Yeah, 8 months.
What, in the UK came out in February?
Yep, 17th of February.
Damn.
40 million budget.
14 or 14?
14 million.
40.
So it had £5 million less.
Jeez.
See, that is a lot. But they must have had to pay more money for that kids because they're kids. There's probably they've got to sign some kind of form.
I don't know. I think they would have paid less money. I don't think the kids would have been making more money than Keanu Reeves in that film. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Or
did you know? Sorry, So, complete side tangent. You know, Keanu Reeves wrote, produced, directed, and acted in a film where 2 really hot teenagers came and basically just like raped him.
Yeah.
And then he gets his own back.
Yeah.
That's the fucking life.
What a man.
What a man. What a man. And then
if I was going to write a film...
He'd probably turn around and go, we have to have sex, guys. It's the only way to make it believable.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm like with films, Mr. Keanu Reeves. I'm believable.
I'm a method actor, so...
So I guess you're just going to have to tie me up. Lawrence said, how do I leave? Help. So yeah. How do we start with that?
He said no spoilers, John Wick 2, and we were going to talk about something else.
So this is one that you'll like. Let me get the guys act up. There's a buddy cop film coming out.
What?
I'll give you £100 if you can guess the 2 people in it. Or if you can guess one person in a buddy cop film.
A what? A buddy
I'll
cop?
give you £100.
A what? A what cop?
A buddy cop film.
A buddy cop film? What do you mean?
So like...
There's 2 cops.
Yeah, and they're buddies.
2 brothers.
Oh my god. Yes.
2 brothers. A buddy cop, what, like Starsky and Hutch kind of buddy cop film?
Yeah. Like, think of a buddy cop film, you know, like Beverly Hills Cop, buddy cops.
Right, got ya.
2 buddies.
Two buddies.
2 buddy cops. Yeah. So then, there's one actor in it that is, he's not a massive actor, but he's one of the funniest guys ever. There's something else I can really say about giving it away.
Right, okay. So he's not a massive actor, but he's really funny.
Begins with J. You're not going to get this.
No? Okay, you're going to tell me, because I'll be sitting here for like 15 minutes trying to think of the name.
Let's just say it's going to be a buddy cop film, but you only see one of them.
Oh, it's not Adam Sandler doing Jack and Jill, but part 2, they're both police officers.
Jack and Jill takes on crime. No, begin to Jane. You won't ever see him. John Cena, my dude. Come on.
No way.
Yeah, buddy cop film with John Cena and this dude. I'm not going to say his name because I'm going to butcher it. Kumail.
Yeah, well, you just said his name then, haven't you?
Yeah, Kumali. I was just pre-warning. Kumail Nanjiani.
I'm not going to say his name because I'll butcher it, but it's Kumail.
Alright, it was a fucking warning that I was going to butcher it. Yeah.
You pretty much got there. Kumail Nanjiani.
Kumail.
Nanjiani.
Yeah. Nanjiani. No,
yeah,
where's the I in between the N and the J? Nanjiani.
Right there.
You went Nanjiani.
It's on
record, my dude. We'll just go back and watch it. So yeah, so what do you think about John Cena in an actual...
Well, John Cena did a film recently that I really wanted to see.
Daddy's Home?
2? Not Daddy's Home 2. And not the one...
Did you see the first one?
Yeah.
How fucking good was it? I fucking loved it.
Is number 2 out?
No, not yet.
Oh, I think we should go and see it when it comes out.
Yeah, man. We'll be the ones in there.
There's a film of John Cena he did recently. I can't remember what it's called. It's one where it's like Sniper something. And he's a soldier that gets shot or someone else gets shot. And it's about him trying to save that guy without getting shot himself. And the trailer looked like it was going to be the most boring film in the world, but it looked quite cool. I think John Cena's the one that gets shot and then the main actor is someone else, but I have no idea what the premise is other than Sniper trying to kill 2 American soldiers. One gets shot, the other has to try and save him, but he's stuck with his own sniper rifle and he has to try and... It's like Enemy at the Gates, but based in one place. I can't remember what it's called now. You might want to look it up, but it looked quite cool. I want to see that. If anyone's seen that, because I think it came out like 4 or 5 months ago. Let us know what it's like.
Have a little look.
And the name. Just type in John Cena Sniper. It'll be like literally the last film he did, I think.
The Marine?
No.
£12. Trainwreck?
No.
WWE?
Oh, that's it, yeah. WWE Raw.
Southpaw?
No, it's a bit... I don't know. It came out this year.
The Wall?
Oh,
Surf's Up 2?
It could be The Wall, actually. It could be The Wall.
Not Surf's Up 2?
Not Surf's Up 2. I didn't even know he was in that.
Yeah, The Wall.
Yeah, The Wall. Yeah.
You've got 1 nomination.
At the Raspberry, probably.
Best Independent Amazon Studios.
How many stars did it get? The Wall.
Got nominated for its trailer.
Yeah, because that's probably made it look much better than it was. For Donald Trump's The Wall.
Got 6.2 out of 10. That's the exact same.
That's not bad, considering the premise of him sitting behind a wall for the entire film. I want to see that.
Cool. Yeah, that looks quite good. But yeah, I reckon the Daddy's Home comes out in November the 10th.
Cool.
That kind of sums up our movie section. There's not much movie news. Any films you're excited for upcoming?
Other than Thor, but they've just said they're going to do that release over Halloween. They're going to release bits of Thor every day or some shit.
They're doing who's the villain in Hela something, Hela World or something like that. The girl in the villain in Thor 3, if you're a fan, you know what I'm talking about. Her name's Hela something. They're doing like Halloween, and they're doing they're doing like a every 31 days they're doing some Thor content. That's what I don't get with films. Why are you wasting more money on why are you wasting more money on advertising when you know everyone's gonna go fucking see it?
Yeah, they did the same with Homecoming. The trailer for Homecoming was on 24/7. I don't know. I think they just have the money. I think the Marvel executives are going, oh bloody hell, look at all these millions and millions. Yeah,
they're like juggling it in the office,
chucking some of it in a fire. So you're like, we got to get rid of it somehow. Just stick another trailer out.
We're getting cold.
So I don't know. I don't know why, but they keep plugging it. I just want to mention two things. Stranger Things 2 obviously starts soon.
Yeah,
at the end of this month, which I'm really excited for. Walking Dead comes back on in a couple of weeks, which, as we said, we're not excited for it, but at this point we're too invested, so we have to kind of stay.
We've put too much time in. I mean, it's good if you go into it knowing that it's not going to be as good as it was.
Yeah, well, this season could be. This is All Out War this season. It could be really good. I don't know. I'm hoping it is.
I really cherished Game of Thrones 10 episode seasons.
Yeah,
they were so fucking good.
Get me wrong.
Not this bullshit 8 episodes, not this bullshit 25 episodes that Arrow and Flash have, and not this bullshit 18 episodes that Walking Dead have. You only need 10 episodes.
I'd say 12 to 13 is a really nice medium.
Yeah,
somewhere around that is the perfect length for a series, because then if it's about 45 minutes an episode, so every 2 episodes is an hour and a half. Am I an idiot saying that? An hour and a half. It is, it's an hour and a half. Every 2 episodes. No, 45-minute episodes. So every 2 is an hour and a half. So then you think, right, so if you have 10, you're only getting what? What's the maths there? Every 2. I'm such a knob right now.
2 is an hour and a half, so 4 is 3 hours.
Yeah.
So you're getting
8
6.
is 6
you're getting
8 hours.
You're getting 7.5 hours.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I work at that out before you?
I don't know. I'm usually good with maths, but my brain's not
fucking
working.
terrible.
Well, we've obviously switched brains. Too much talk about Nicolas Cage. And yeah, so then if it's like 13 episodes, it works out to be about the same length as like a working day or like a couple of films. It works nicely. So The Expanse is a perfect length of a season.
I haven't checked that out.
So good. Just watched. We'll talk about that next week. Maybe it's The Expanse, but I just really quickly touch on. I started watching a new series last night called Slasher. Now I watched. My mic is moving. I watched Scream on Netflix, and I really enjoyed that series, even though it was a bit of like a teen series of just like teen angst and relationships and that bullshit. You had some really cool sort of overarching storyline about who is it, and it's just really like cliche, but it's quite enjoyable to sit there and watch. You didn't have to really have a brain or be switched on. You could just enjoy it for the slashing and stuff. So I thought it said it was recommended on my Netflix. I was like, oh, do you know what? I'll give this a go. It had really bad ratings. And I was like, oh, why is it bad? This looks quite good. The opening scene, I burst out laughing. If you haven't seen it, I won't ruin it.
Slasher.
Yeah, but like the opening scene, how this slasher guy kills his first victims is the most ridiculous bit of writing.
What's it on? Netflix.
Netflix, yeah. Like the opening couple of minutes, it's like the writing on it is just dreadful, but it looked quite good. I think that it's quite gory. He chops people's hands off at one point. It's like
wow, that's super gory, bro.
No, right. He tied an old woman up. She's like, I don't know. She's like probably like 60, 67, 70.
She used on Monday night.
Yeah, he ties her up to a bed with handcuffs, and then
Tuesday night.
Yeah, then chops her hands off Wednesday night.
Friday night.
Oh, okay. The feet are Wednesday. Yeah, but he chops her hands off like really slowly, and you see everything, and then the feet, and then this other person walks in and just sees this poor old lady like with her hands and feet next to her on a bed. It's messed up, but it seems like quite a cool series, so I might hit the rest of that up, even though it got quite bad reviews.
Well, I've been rewatching Game of Thrones. So we're on season 2, episode 8, and it's funny because I'm rewatching it and I'm forgetting like all of what has happened. So I'm not going to say obviously spoilers, but for some of the seasons anyway, if you haven't seen it, there's some scenes that happen. So it's funny seeing how different it is in season 2 than it is season 8. Like the writing is incredible.
What spoilers are you trying to stop?
Well, there's some people, for example, Natalie hasn't seen it.
Oh, if Natalie's watching, okay.
So like you look at season 8, you know the people who are in Dragonborn at the moment, Dragonstone.
In what currently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in season 2, they're in completely different sides of the world. Like it's incredible how like, and it's funny how, and I'm sitting there thinking, how did that come about? And like, the entire thing with like, just seeing, it's just trying to figure out how it gets to that point.
I went back and watched for season 1 a couple of months ago, just before 10 started, and it was weird just seeing how young the people that are still in it, because this is not obviously a spoiler, but Game of Thrones is notorious for killing off main characters constantly. Like every character you love pretty much will most likely die. And that's just how it is. Game of Thrones is one of those things, it's written that way to shock you, and that's why it has so many main characters. You go through it watching all these different storylines for that exact reason, because you get attached to these really cool characters. Like, oh, he's cool, she's cool, they're cool, and then it's like, oh, he's dead, she's dead, and it's cool. It's good writing because it keeps you interested in the show, but at the same time, what's weird is when you go back and watch season 1 and how young people looked in season 1, and how like people that are still alive that are in the current season, which is like not many to be honest, not really a spoiler, but how haggard they look in the new seasons, and how old and just really like tired and exhausted compared to season 1 where they looked like fresh young people. Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool to see. Yeah.
And it's such a, because there's so many little storylines I miss. Like I completely love the storyline. Like, I love the character development between Jon Snow and Ygritte. Like we're just seeing that come about. Loving the character development there. Loving the whole build up of the Night's Watch. I forgot how cool they are. Like
because I think
they all get sent off places.
Yeah, I think towards the end of season 8 or whatever, the Night's Watch sort of gets a bit.
You're
used to it,
it kind of gets a bit left out.
But yeah, the early seasons, there's a much bigger sort of stigma about them, definitely.
So yeah, I'm kind of enjoying that. What am I looking forward to? Anything? No. Well, that's the thing. Flash and Arrow come back next week. Shit shows, but I've spent so much time watching them that I just kind of like watch them as like a time wasting.
I haven't watched them at all. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I haven't bothered watching.
Well, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the first season was god awful, and season 2, 3, and 3 apparently really good. Like they're apparently like the next season's set in space. Like it's got really good apparently. I watched seasons 1, 2. Is it seasons 1 and 2 and 3, or was it? Are we on? I watched seasons 1 and 2. You've got to get through for the first part of it. First part of season 1, and it gets really good.
Yeah, I might start. The thing is, as you said, I've got so many things to watch. I need to watch Baby Driver still.
Yeah, you do.
And I really need to start True Detective season 2, because I loved season 1. Season 2 got really bad reviews, but I still want to watch it just because season 3's coming out. I know you don't need to see the previous season because they're always different, but I kind of want to see season 2 because I feel like I've missed out otherwise. So. Yeah. I do need to sit through all of that, which I'm looking forward to, and I'm not, because I keep hearing sort of negative things, but we'll see. But yeah, I need to watch that, Baby Driver, and obviously I want to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at some point. But I've got to the point now where series are so good. Like it used to be, you watch a film and that was kind of it. But now TV series are so brilliant, and so well written, and so they've got such high budgets that it's hard to. It's hard to sit there and say what's good and what's bad, and it's hard to choose now what you're going to watch. You have to invest time. I only recently got round to watching 13 Reasons Why. I hadn't had time since it came out. So many other things to watch with Game of Thrones, and Fear the Walking Dead. I watched the first half of the newest season that came out this year. I don't know when, a couple of months ago. I watched the first half of the season, really enjoyed it. It really ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. I kind of forgot the cliffhanger a little bit. I need to go and rewatch the last episode. And then I haven't watched. I think it's come back now, Fear the Walking Dead. I think it's actually finished.
Well, the new season's starting now.
Is it?
Yeah, the new seasons came out yesterday. Yesterday?
Wait, are you sure it's not the new season's second part? Do you know they have mid-season breaks, same as normal Walking Dead? You sure it's not the mid-season?
Fear the Walking Dead fans say show's now better than original. Oh yeah, sorry, episode 13 review. Yeah.
Is it 12 per half?
Episode 13 review.
Oh, well, it's 8 per half, isn't it? It's 16 episodes.
Oh. Fear the Walking Dead episode preview release 3 times 14.
Oh, so it's halfway through its second bit.
21 episodes.
No. I think it's 8. Same as Walking Dead. I think it's 8 per half.
Oh.
So I think 13 must be halfway through its last bit now. But yeah, Fear the Walking Dead got so good. I watched series 1. I really enjoyed, and everyone says quite good. It was quite good. But it started getting boring when they got to. Have you seen it? Have you seen any of it?
I saw the first episode, liked it, but just didn't get around to watching it.
I would say watch it if you like The Walking Dead. It definitely gives you that fear because it's right at the beginning of the whole thing. So it's like The Walking Dead, where the first couple of episodes are Rick's trying to survive in Atlanta, and it's really good because it's obviously the same kind of thing, but with a different group of people, and you start to like these group of people. And I think, I would agree with that, saying that the current show's not as good as the Fear the Walking Dead in some ways now.
Yeah.
I still prefer the characters in the normal show over the ones in Fear the Walking Dead.
You spent more time with them. So.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's really good. I mean, they keep... The good thing about Fear the Walking Dead, they seem to not be scared to kill off main characters, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because Walking Dead feels like there's that bubble. Yeah, exactly. And there's that bubble of defence, and it's annoying because, like, you have... When's the last time we saw a main character die in The Walking Dead? Yeah. Other than, I guess the finale, you had like one character that died that was a main when he/she came out of the coffin.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, even that wasn't a big reveal.
Oh, it was just the
Yeah, but even that wasn't a big reveal. We knew that was going to happen because we saw it. So before that, I can't even think. I'm going back in my head.
That was quite lackluster though.
That was massively lackluster. That bit. It was. I'd rather have just not known, rather because it was cool the way they filmed it, but. Yeah, so yeah, anyway, Fear the Walking Dead, bless you. Fear the Walking Dead is really cool, and I want to get back round to watching the second half of this season. I just haven't got round to doing it. It's hard to find time now.
We haven't got any games news either. There's not really much going on in the games kind of world, really. I mean, we have always been more of a movie podcast, but we do kind of try and do game stuff. The only thing I've got is the Red Dead second trailer, and I couldn't give a fuck because it ain't coming out on PC yet.
Well, they've delayed it for how long? It's coming out end of next year now. It's supposed to be coming out end of this year.
On PC?
No, on computer, on Xbox and stuff.
What, end of next year now?
Yeah. They've delayed it by like a year, but at the same time, obviously they could be doing that to put it on PC. So, I mean, yeah, as you said, I'm not bothered about it. Everyone's going, have you seen the Red Dead trailer? And I'm like, I've seen it. I've seen the first one.
Nothing
I haven't even
hooked me.
watched. No, well.
Did you play the first one?
Yeah, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I love the first game. It's my favourite Rockstar game. For me, it beats every single GTA. It was so much better. I'm just better. For audio listeners, go and watch Dr. Disrespect on Twitch. But not now. Watch us first. Then go.
Yeah. Watch us, then go.
Yeah.
Dr. Disrespect after MAViSMITH plays Wales.
And superpunchman.com/Wales. But no, it's really cool. Like the I can't remember what I'm talking about now. Red Dead 1, amazing game. The second trailer came out and I was hyped as fuck for it. But then it was like, coming out on Xbox and PlayStation. I was like, meh. I'm not going to go and buy a console because I don't have a console. I have no interest in buying a console. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy a console just to play Red Dead. I'm not going to do it. But then they did the same with GTA 5. I am adamant it will come out on PC. It's going to. But, you all right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find your Vive.
It's over there. In the box. I'll pack it all away afterwards. But I just don't... I don't understand why they wouldn't put it on PC. So in my opinion, I think it's definitely coming to PC. I think they're going to try and cash cow it, like we've mentioned before. And hopefully, I mean, if it comes to PC, I'll be hyped about it. But as you said, there's no point in me getting hyped about a game I can't play. There just isn't. So I'm not going to go and watch... I've watched the second trailer. I watched about half of it and I sort of turned it off because I was like... It annoyed me a bit because I love Red Dead. And seeing that it's not coming to PC at the moment, I was like... I don't want to know anything about that game.
But it's annoying because you know they're going to by the success that GTA 5 was. Like, it's just not even funny. Anyway, let's move on. It pisses me off. Okay, because we haven't really got much game news, I've got a game question. If you could make one change to a video game, what would it be?
What, to any specific video game? One change? Christ.
I'll go first if you want.
Go on, there you go.
So I've been playing the Tales of Two Wastelands that puts Fallout Vegas Fallout 3 into Fallout New Vegas' engine. So you're basically playing Fallout 3 on New Vegas, really good. And Fallout 3 and New Vegas are a much better game than Fallout 4 is, and will ever be. So
You really hated that game, didn't
I
you?
fucking hate Fallout 4. I don't even.
really
I stressed when I was in America. All I had was my MacBook. I stressed and patrolled around the campus naked, trying to find a disk drive that I could put a Windows copy on, so I could boot camp my Mac in Windows. Brought Fallout 4, was this close to fucking refunding it, but I was in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
And just didn't want to get rid of it. And it was good until I realised that I actually wasted so much time doing fuck all, because I haven't even completed it. I did all the fucking Kellogg thing, and that was it. That was as far as I got with the main storyline. I went into Kellogg's mind and some shit and walked around the
You didn't get far. I'm already at that point in my modded version. I haven't
right.
done it.
So I did that, and then I can't remember what happened, but I was like, my character is no one. He's just a fucking corpse walking around. Like, he's got no character. He's got no fucking karma. Don't mean anything. You can't be because the whole fucking dialogue was so shit. Because you're limited to what you can say.
It all means the same thing.
It's like A B C D. A means what C means, and B means what D means. And I'm fuck that game. My change would be that Fallout 4 can go fuck itself. No, my actual change would be Fallout games should not have quest markers. There should be more detail put into the characters, so that when you talk to them, they say, "Oh my god!" So I've just done the big town mission in Fallout 3, where
yeah, I love that. Yeah.
So the good example of that would be you speak to fucking Bittercup, her name is, which is a fucking, but don't say you hate her name because she gets really fucked off. Try to fuck her, but she wouldn't have it. So Bittercup, if you're listening, fuck you. So Bittercup, she, if you spoke to her and said, "Do you know where your friends have gone?" She goes, "Oh, I don't know." You go up to the security guard at the front door and he goes, "Oh yeah, follow the road north till you get to a church, but on that, there's the police station." I want that. I don't want to just see a marker that tells me where to go.
Yeah.
And then I want to have a map that I can draw on, or I can put like a square, like 7 Days to Die. I can put a square marker and then I can put a square marker, and then I can either change colour, or I can write on it and say church.
Yeah.
Or I can put Germantown Police Headquarters or Big Town.
They should give you the option to turn it off for sure, because I think it should be in the game, because there'd be people that don't want that kind of immersion.
True. Oh yeah, true.
But I think you should be able to turn that off. It should be one of the main settings. I think defaultly it should be turned off, but I think you should have the option to turn it on. 100%.
Because I was in the metro, and I was walking around, and the metro's so fucking scary.
Yeah.
And I was walking around in the fucking shadows, and you can't help but just see this fucking marker, and you just follow the marker.
Yeah.
It's fucking that. And like, Bobby was the first person who told me that idea years ago. And there just hasn't been one like that. Like, I just want to be able to make my own way.
There's probably a mod to do it, but there shouldn't have to be, is there not?
No. Too much work. Because you have to change each character. So like, imagine going to like Rivet City, and then one of the characters goes like, "Oh, there's a really cool place. Follow the river on your left-hand side," and then it's there. Or just some shit like that. It would be a lot more work, but it would add a lot more.
Well, if the map was designed better, like as in the actual map you look at on your Pip-Boy was designed a bit more detail, then...
Well, you can get a mod that adds that really good
I've
detail,
got that, yeah. But if that was in default game, you could have things like that where they give examples.
Stupid.
And I agree.
What would you change?
It's difficult because there's I'm trying to think of what my favourite game is, because obviously Fallout's like your favourite series.
Yeah.
And it's definitely one of mine. But I'm trying to think of what game I would say mine.
One of mine.
I'm trying to think of what game I would say is one of my favourites, so that I can say, oh yeah, this is what I would change about it. But to be honest, I'm not overly sure.
Yeah, sorry, going back to it. Fallout 4, it's just so fucking shit. No, okay. I fucking hate that game, bro.
I enjoyed Fallout 4.
To what Fallout 3 was, and it looked so good on the E3. Like, was you there when we all stayed up and watched it?
Yeah, it was back in
fucking
June.
Six of us stayed up on E3, and we were like, fucking. And my mum came downstairs and was like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Like
I was in my basement. I was in my dressing gown, and like my mum came downstairs and was like, "You haven't even eaten all your spaghetti bolognese." I was like, "Mum, get alone." It was 4 a.m. and she was like, "You're being really loud," and I was like, "But you don't understand. Like Fallout 4 has been announced, and there's all this shit you can do. You can base build, you can fucking ghoul rape, you can do whatever you want, and you couldn't even fucking ghoul rape in the game. Like, what's the point of playing the game?" Like, and then like the fucking Fallout 3 Tenpenny Tower had more fucking character development than the entire series of Fallout 4, the entire game of Fallout 4.
I think where they went wrong, Fallout 3 had a lot more random interactions with random people that were more polished. Fallout 4's actual main characters you came across were quite good, but their conversation was boring. You didn't feel like you didn't get to a point where you actually was like, oh, I quite like this character. All the characters you kind of thought, oh, I quite like this character, were like you could get as a companion to come with you. But in Fallout 3, like, who's the chief of Megaton? I can't remember his name now.
I killed him every time for his duster outfit. Sheriff Sandy?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's like a really cool character. You instantly take a liking to him. And
Well, I killed him for his outfit, but yeah.
Well, yeah, and even in Tenpenny Tower, you get to meet Tenpenny, and in like, there's so
And
many.
like the fucking ghoul thing where the ghouls run in from
Yeah.
the bottom, and then like it completely changes Tenpenny Tower to be
Yeah.
this dark, grim. Fucking awesome.
And all the special weapons. You actually went out your way to look for these special.
I found a gun called a very, very bad shot. A very terrible shotgun.
Yeah, that's
And
like the best combat shotgun in the game.
Yeah.
Like the special version, the terrible
it's
shotgun.
fucking sick.
Like Lincoln's Repeater was one of my favourite guns. You have to go into the memorial and get it off of like his statue, I think, if I remember correctly. If you fight through loads of super mutants, it's like, I want to find special weapons. Fallout 4, I didn't feel like I had any of that because you built your own weapons. They didn't have these special weapons because they know people just wanted to build their own. And I don't want that. I want to hear about the best weapon in the land, and you have to fight all these death claws and stuff to get to it, or something like that. Like, I downloaded a mod and it was like a Gatling laser, and it's called the Devastator, and it had explosive bullets, and it's the most overpowered gun. But to get to it, you had to go into the glowing sea, and you had to go and walk across like. I'm not even joking. There was at least 100 deathclaws between you and that gun, and you had to fight them. And some of them were like this modded wing deathclaws that could fly, and it was terrifying. It was the most terrifying.
Why would you install that mod?
It was honestly like, it was and like to get to them was impossible. But that's that. I want a challenge to get these special guns that are really good. But Fallout 4 didn't have that because you build your own weapon. And I feel like and the Carr system that pissed me off, and the weapon degrading that pissed me off. Like, I didn't have to worry about my gun. I didn't have to worry about using this gun over and over again, other than ammo, because there was no degrading of that weapon. I could use the same.
I even in Fallout 3, I'm picking up 2 assault rifles and repairing one with it.
Yeah.
And that just.
If I had an alien blaster on Fallout 3, I would try and use it sparingly because I knew the ammo was one thing. The ammo was quite short, and 2, you knew that if it broke, it's it. And then when Mothership Zeta came out, you're like, oh, I can go and take my alien blaster and repair it and stuff. And it was like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, Fallout 4 wasn't as good.
Quite. Should we move on to some questions before we wrap up? What's the time? What are we
58
on?
minutes.
58 minutes, cool. We normally run for about an hour and 10 anyway, but what's the weirdest way you've made a friend? I've got a funny one for this.
I've got one that's quite funny. Like, when you say a friend, is it someone that is still a friend, or you would just say that you just met, like, someone you were speaking to for a while after that?
That's the second question, isn't it? What was your weirdest exchange with a stranger? Just add them together. What's the weirdest conversation you've had with someone who's then or not become your friend, and why not?
Okay, I'm going to use one that's just funny because it's recent. I've had loads of like real life experiences with random strangers that have been weird, but I had one in VR the other day, and I can't explain to you how weird it is. So on the Vive, is it Vive or
on
Vive?
The V, that fucking.
No, I
on
wasn't
the fucking
say,
V, yeah, right.
I wasn't going to say the V. I was
I was on the V
Vive.
last night. Me too.
No, I wasn't going to say the V. I was going to say the Vive, but I think it's the Vive. Anyway, the Vive. You get this thing called VR Home, or Steam Home or something, and basically what it is like your home to your VR world, and you can like change how it looks, like add a bed there, add a statue there to make it look homely and save the layout. So when you're walking around, it looks quite nice, and then you have like TV screens on the wall where you can scroll through all your VR games.
I actually want to play it.
It's really cool.
We need to wrap this fucking podcast up.
But on the wall on the left, you can join other people's rooms that they've made or that they're hosting, and people leave their lobbies open. But I didn't realise it was other people's rooms. I thought they were like downloadable rooms that you could download and jump in and see what they're like. So I clicked on one, not knowing it's another person's actual built room, and I've joined it, and I've looked around and gone, what have I just done? This is shit. And then all of a sudden, because the Vive has a mic built into it. So I went, what the fuck is this? This is shit. Like, I said it to myself, and then I heard this guy go, huh? And I was like, and I was looking around, and I've turned around. Obviously, in the game, you're a pair of hands and a head, like you can customize. And there's this massive head and these two pair of hands going like this. And I was like, and the guy was like, hey buddy. He was like, hey man. And I was like, this is weird. He goes, yeah, I got mine yesterday. I was like, yeah, me too. What the fuck's going on? And then we went into this room and started playing like skateboard and flying drones around in VR and stuff.
What?
Yeah, and I was like,
bro, that's fucking rats podcast.
It
That's
was
cool.
weird.
My weirdest exchange. I think I've told you this before, but it was how I found out about Key and Peele.
okay.
So
I found that through you, and they're one of my favourite things.
So, in America, my suite was like eight guys on one side, 8 guys on the other, and then across the hall there were girls. But there was guys in the suite because you shared a bathroom and showers. So there was 16 guys and 2 toilets and 2 showers, right?
Bloody hell.
So it's like really fucking annoying. Like when you need to go to the toilet, there's people in there. Anyway, I went into the toilet, right, and I was doing my business. And a guy came in and started doing his business as well, right? But he was watching that. I said, "Bitch!" Oh my god, I was trying not to laugh because it was just so. But then, like, when it went to the fucking bit of the restaurant where he's like, I named 8 other restaurants. No, you didn't, Craig. No, and oh my god, I just burst into like laughter, and like obviously when you laugh, it helps you to go to the toilet. Fucking dude next to me goes, do you find this funny? I went, who the fuck is that? And we started talking about Key and Peele, like comedians. And he was like, oh, you're British? I was like, yeah. And we had this full conversation on the toilet together. Fucking became shitting buddies. And then we started going like to parties together. But like, we became shitting buddies through Key and Peele. It's fucking great.
That's close.
That's a really This was chosen by you, this one. If get an erection made a sound, what sound would you want it to make?
That's such a great question.
Carr, if getting an erection made a sound, what sound would you want it to make?
I tell you what I would find really funny if do you remember you get those you remember you get those little like what are they called? This is not a question to be doing this on, but you know what, those recorders. You know those little the recorders. You know, you can get those ones as a kid where like you pull the bottom out and it goes like. That would be the best sound. That would be the best sound every single time.
I don't know. It would have to be something like really like majestic. Like think about the the Halo 3 song when you're driving off the planets, like the
Halo 3 theme. No, but it'd be like the Back to the Future, like my text tone. Is the Back to the Future like Discovery thing? It's like that.
I want to see what people have put. If getting an erection sound, what sound would you want it to make? The clicking sound that a roller coaster makes going uphill. The sound a slide whistle makes.
That's the one I'm talking about, slide whistle. Okay, someone else is in the exact same wavelength.
Creaking wood.
Creaking wood.
Owen Wilson saying wow.
Wow. Wow.
The Windows startup noise.
Owen Wilson saying wow. That's like wow. Oh.
Lightsaber. Oh, okay, cool. Let's fucking move on.
It's a good question.
Carr didn't even answer that question. He's probably playing fucking God knows what, Assassin's Creed Syndicate or whatever bullshit he's playing.
Is that what he's been playing?
He's been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I keep going again. Poor dude.
Poor bastard. Why has he been playing that?
I don't fucking know.
Is he gone back to uni and now he's seen that he's got to do work, he's just playing depressing games?
To make himself feel better about life. I could have made a game like this. If you were to become a multi-millionaire, what are some little things you'd still treat yourself to on a regular basis?
If I was to become a multi-millionaire, little things I'd treat myself to?
I would still eat shit. McDonald's, Subway, Nando's, KFC.
Well, yeah.
Nando's.
Yeah, 100%.
Nando's.
I mean, as much as I'd like good food, I'd be all up for eating fast food a lot. That's the thing. I think if I became a multi-millionaire, I would be obese.
I could do it. No, because we'd just do a Charlie and pay for our weight loss.
Oh, that's true.
Shout out Charlie the fucking
Charlie the Sasquatch. Well, no, because I don't know, like, because the only reason that I manage to sort of get to the gym a lot and work out, I think, is because I go to work. So like getting up in the morning, getting out of bed, getting out of the house, going to work.
But why is that?
I do it to make money.
No, but what makes it easier to go? Why do you only go to the gym?
Because I'm out of the house already. It makes it easier because I'm already outside.
Yeah, but you know why you'll be at the house to drive that Nissan GTR.
True. Yeah, I'd need a reason to drive that Nissan GTR about. Yeah.
Hello, I'm so innovative.
Oh, what's up? It always comes in just as we're going to finish.
Yeah, you come on. We're literally about 10 minutes away from finishing, dude.
Is there anything you want us to talk about? Anything you want us to
if there's anything you want to say, just let us know.
Hit us up with a bit of a chat. We can stay for an extra sort of 10 minutes if you want us. If there's anything you want to talk about.
But we'll carry on with the questions. What would you do if Barack Obama knocked on your door with a suitcase and said he was going to stay with you for a few weeks?
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
What? That's a fucking good question.
That's a good question. Like, so if Barack Obama knocked the door, like, I'm going to stay here for a few weeks, and you'd be like,
a shitty fucking accent.
That's good. It's not a bribe. That's I don't know what that was about. If he knocked on the door and he was like, oh, that'd be quality. I've got so many questions. Right? So because he's a former president, I'm assuming he's like still sworn to secrecy. Like he's probably signed a disclaimer waiver or whatever it's called, so he can't talk about things within the White House.
I'll just go aliens.
Yeah, tell me.
I won't tell anyone, I promise.
Hit me with it.
Aliens exist. He went, I didn't know what to do. Take the couch. You trying to hit on Barack Obama? You trying to hit on him, bro?
I don't know. Like, I think I'd want to. I don't like you would like to say, oh yeah, we'll go and show you around London, but realistically, he's probably seen it all about 100 times every time he's come over here. So what would
he probably just wants to chill the fuck out?
Yeah. Do you want to watch Stranger Things 2?
Do you want to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? I feel like if we say Are You Afraid of the Dark four times over, Carr's gonna pop up out of the blue. Maybe
first thing I'd do is trying to give him like a cool nickname.
Yeah.
And then introduce him to all my friends as if he's like, I would make him dress up as not Barack Obama, like disguise him, and then introduce him to all my friends as like my new friend, like Jeff or something, and see how long he can go without being found out as being Barack Obama.
Yeah. And
then let him talk to Boyle for a couple of hours. So he can dick on how much he hates Barack Obama. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do.
This is actually a good question. Not for us to answer. Hey Reddit, what can you say that would make me think about it for hours? Your brain isn't always paying attention to what you're seeing or hearing, mostly because noticing everything all the time is impossible. It fills the blank with whatever seems like a reasonable addition. That was weird.
I like that. That's like that Jaden Smith weed meme when he like looks at the camera, and it's my favourite one's the one where he goes, if you're cleaning out the vacuum cleaner, are you now the vacuum cleaner? And it's like his face looking at the thing. I'm like,
fuck me.
Whoa, bloody hell. That's like next level stuff.
A good one is, if you drop a bar of soap on the floor, is the floor clean? Is the part that the soap fell on clean? Or is the soap dirty?
That's like a philosophical question. It's like, is a glass half full or half empty?
No, but come on. If the soap falls onto the ground, so the soap falls onto the ground like this part, is it clean or is it dirty?
I would say the soap's dirty.
But how can the soap be dirty? Because the soap
is clean.
It's clean. I know, right? That's a good question, bro.
Well, that brings me to my one. You know, butter always lands butter side down, and cats always land on their feet. If you sellotaped butter on the back of a cat, butter side up, chucked out of a window.
What if butter?
Sorry, no, like
butter is in like.
Sorry, butter bread, like bread and butter. If you whatever side if you drop a bread, whatever, it would always land butter side down. So if you buttered one slice of bread and dropped it, always lands butter side down.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So if I get a bit of bread and I go like this and I drop it,
it'll land butter side down.
What? So it will flip?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Physics.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to try that because I don't want to walk in the kitchen and just see loads of fucking sausage as well. GFA told me to.
And then you get a cat that always lands on their feet, and then you get butter on the back of a cat, and then you go out the window. I mean, you tell me.
A cat would.
Why?
Because the butter is in that nothing is added to the butter that would make it fall to the ground.
What about if you dropped it
Right, so
on its back though? The butter was already facing down.
well, the cat would just fucking ninja shit. Have you seen cats, bro? Cats fucking.
I've seen cats.
Also, the fact that you can see your nose at all times, but your brain blocks it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something that I think that it's the same with it's the same with anything. It's like your eyes adapt to the environment that you're in. It's like when you go and see a film. I'm sure everyone else has been in a situation where you're sitting at the front of a movie, and you have to adapt to how close you are to the screen. Or you're seeing a minute in VR. You have to sort of learn to ignore the sides of the lenses. Same kind of thing is that you have to sort of adapt and subconsciously just learn to think. Is your mic still on you? Or is it gone?
No, it's here.
Oh, thank Christ! I didn't see it. I was like,
If time travel ever exists, it's always existed.
Yeah, that's why I think it doesn't exist. Because I said to myself, if time travel is ever invented and I ever get to use it, I'm gonna come back now and say to myself, oh, by the way, it exists, but I'm not here.
No, but what stops you in 10 years' time? There being a law that says you can't go back. You can't go back in time, or you can't go back in your years. So say you find it when you're 40, you can't go back within 40 years. You've got to go beyond.
Or you can't go back.
Yeah, there's like a law about it.
At no point can you go back and see, go back and alter yourself. Like you can go back and view other people. But you can't back and think, yeah, maybe that is
Precisely.
Yeah, butterfly effect. I don't know. Maybe it's just never made commercial. But I think if I had to choose between being allowed to if I could choose between time travel being invented and teleportation, I think I'd just choose teleportation because I'd love to be able to say, oh yeah, time travel's there, but realistically, as a consumer, we'd never be allowed to use it because you could alter too many things and you could destroy the world. You could destroy how the world as we know it by going back in time, and vice versa. If you went forward in time, you could end up you could just go forward in time, and the Earth might not even be here. It might not even have a breathable atmosphere because we might have been hit by an asteroid or whatever may have happened, natural disaster. So going forward in time would be so dangerous. So I think I just want teleportation. Like, how good would it be to roll out of bed 5 minutes before you start work and then just have a shower and just go straight to work?
But when two people kiss, they create a really long tube with buttholes on either ends. Oh my god, fucking great.
That's the worst.
Alright, should we end it there then?
Yeah, it's a good one to end it on, I think.
The usual, guys. We stream every Monday on fucking Twitch. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Twitch.com/MAViSMITH. For audio listeners, for Twitch watchers, obviously. YouTube. We do stream our podcast onto Apple so that you can go ahead and listen to our Apple Podcast instead of your music, because we are much more fun than Justin Bieber. But you can find us. You can find our videos on YouTube/MAViSMITH as well as our other podcasts. MAViSMITH Plays will be back this Wednesday. We will be playing with more of us because we will be playing on our own computers. So we're going to try that. But next week we'll be back in front of the green screen.
Well, no, it won't be. Well, I think we won't do the green screen when we do.
We won't do the green screen. I don't know why I said that. You done?
Thanks for watching, y'all.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.
Gotta get the old jam.